Hello, good evening, everyone. Hello, Vaishnavi. Good evening, Ayush. Good evening, Vaishnavi. Good evening, Harish. Hello, Aditi. Okay, so today we'll be discussing the this final revision of numbers. Okay, this is the second part. Good evening, Anuj. Good evening, Richard. Good evening, Navid. Okay, so let's begin with this session. Okay, a very important announcement and a very good news for you guys. So there is a scholarship worth rupees 20 lakhs to be won. Okay, and this is a part of the free series for CAT 2021 preparation. These are the various subscription that you can avail. 18-month subscription for those who are writing CAT next year. 3 months for those who are writing CAT this year, as well as are also writing other B school exams. Okay, so let's begin with the session. This is the first question. I'm giving you 1 minute for this. Hello, Ashik. Good evening, Rahul. Good evening, Santosh. Ram, please read the question carefully. You are saying answer is 9. Okay. Please read the question carefully. See, there is an offer going on. Okay. The code for it is light 40, as you can see on the this below the computer screen bottom part. Okay, that there is 40% off on all live courses for MBA, and this is valid I think till 12th of November. So I think 4 days are left. Today is 9th, including today we have 4 days. Good evening, Priya. Shubham, I think you are not getting this question. Product of four natural numbers is 10 factorial. You need to find the minimum value of the sum of the numbers. So it cannot be 2. चार नेचुरल नंबर्स हैं, अगर सभी 1 भी होते तो आंसर 4 होता. There are 4 natural numbers. The product of the numbers is 10 factorial. So that means numbers are not very small numbers. Okay, Ayush is saying 200. Okay, so let's discuss this. See, we know this concept that if product is constant, then the sum is minimum when numbers are equal. Okay, and if the numbers cannot be equal, so we try to minimize the difference between the numbers. If it is possible to have the difference between the numbers as 0, that means if it is possible to take equal numbers, then we get the minimum value. But if in some cases it is not possible to have equal numbers, then we try to minimize the difference between the numbers. Okay, for example, if I say the product of two numbers is let's say 20, and A and B are natural numbers. So 20 can be 1 into 20, 2 into 10, or 4 into 5. So we cannot have equal numbers in this case. So in this case, the sum is 21, 12, and 9. So if somehow the numbers cannot be equal, then we try to minimize the difference between the numbers. So this question is based upon this concept only. So let's say four numbers are A, B, C, and D such that their product is 10 factorial. 10 factorial is this. Okay. So now I have to assign the values to A, B, C, and D. Okay, such that the difference between them is smallest possible and their product is 10 factorial. Okay. So what you can do, you can randomly uh, club these numbers into four numbers. Okay, into any four numbers. So let us say if I club these, so I get 24, 30, 70, and 72. So this is a random thing that we have done: 24, 30, 70, and 72. Now what we will do is we will try to minimize the gap between the numbers. Okay. So since this is the biggest and this is the smallest, so I will try to increase this and reduce this. So this is nothing but 36 into 2. So what I can do is I can multiply this 2 with this. So I'll get 48, 30, and 70, and 72. Sorry, and 36. Now this is the smallest and this is the largest now. So I will try to reduce this gap. Okay, this is 10 into 7, that is 5 into 2 into 7, and this is 2 into 3 into 5. So can we say if I bring this 3 here, so what you'll get is 14 into 2, this 3 here, and this 5 here. So it is 48, 50, okay, and this will be 14 into 3, 42 into 36. Are you guys getting this? We are trying to minimize the gap between the numbers. Okay. So now the largest we have is 50 and the smallest we have is 36. This is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. This is 2 into 5 into 5. Okay, now if I try to minimize this, so if I bring this 3 to this side and 1 5 here, so this will become 60. Okay, 12 into 5 will become 60, while this will become 10 into 3 30. So the gap will further increase. So can we say this is the minimum possible gap that we can have? See, if I am trying to reduce this, okay, by taking this 1 5 here and bringing this 1 3 here, so then what you'll get is 48. If I get this 3 here, so this will become 30, that is 10 into 3. The other number is 42, and the last one will become 12 into this 5, which is 60. So the gap will increase further. So this is the minimum possible gap that we will have. So you just need to add these four numbers: 48, 42, 50, and 36. So it is, I think, how much? 176. So answer is 176. So this is the minimum sum of the four numbers. Okay, Duke is saying 48, 42, 45, 40. Okay, so let's check this. Okay, yes. If I bring this 4 here, so this will become how much? 10 into 4. So what you will get is 10 into 4 is 40, and this is 5 into 9 is 45. So now we have uh, a gap of 8, and I cannot reduce this further. So if I add these values, so I'll get 175. So 175 is the answer. This is the minimum possible. So see, the concept here is important. I can randomly break this into 4 numbers. Then I will try to minimize the gap. See, Harish, I don't think there is any other method. You need to apply the concept. Okay. So you just need to minimize the gap between the smallest and the largest. You just need to focus on the smallest and the largest. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Okay, the same question I think with 8 factorial came in the this actual cat. So you just need to apply this. Yes, Ayush, but I don't think options will be very helpful, because if let us say the option says 175, 176 is given, so I need to break 175 into 4 parts, okay, and check whether I am getting 10 factorial or not. So options can be helpful to some extent, but I don't think it will be very helpful in this particular question. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Okay, try this. No, Ajay, this is not crash course. This is the part of the free series, okay, for students targeting CAT 20. Good evening, Gayatri. Yes, Richard, we have started a batch from today only. Okay, today was, I think, the basic class of DI, the first class. Okay, I took the first class at the timings are 5 in the evening. So you will have to check whether this will suit you or not. The DI classes will be from 5 to 6:30. The maths and VA classes will be from 7 to 8:30 in the evening. Yes, guys, any answer to this question? 90. Okay, Ayush. Okay, very good, Richard. Duke is saying 64. Ankit is saying 96. Okay. Harish is saying 72. Okay. So the answers that I've got is 90, 64, 72, and 96. So see, if I find the number of factors of this 90, so this is 3 square into 2 into 5. So this will give us 12 factors. In this case, the number of factors is only 7. This will also give me 12 factors, and this will also give me 12 factors. Okay, this is 2 cube into 3 square, and this is 2 raised to the power 5 into 3. So we need to find the minimum value of n. So till now the minimum is this. Okay, but this is also not the answer. See, I need to maximize the factors. Okay, so the first thing that I need to focus is how many distinct prime numbers can we take. So if I take the smallest prime numbers and if I take 4 numbers, so though the number of factors is 16, but this value is more than 100. And these are the smallest 4 prime factors. So can we say we cannot have 4 factors if the number is less than 100? So I can only work with 3 factors, 3 prime factors. Okay, 3 or 2 or 1. Okay, so now if I work with 3 factors, so and objective is to minimize n. So to minimize n, I will try to maximize the factor by raising the powers of 2 and not by raising powers of 3 and 5. So let us raise a power of 2. Okay, so this is 4 into 15, a number less than 100. Okay, and having 12 factors. This number is 60. And this is the smallest possible such number. So answer is 60. Since I am raising the power of 2, so this is the smallest possible. The only knowledge that is used here is you should know that there are that a number which is less than 100 cannot have more than 12 factors. The maximum possibility is 12, okay, which is there in this case, this case, this case, and the smallest such number is 60. We should start by raising the powers of the smallest prime number, that is 2. Very good, Priya. The answer is 60. Is this clear? Can we move to the next question now? Okay, Gayatri, Prajwal, Sukhad. The answer is 60. Okay. Okay, now try this one. This is a better question, so please be careful in this. Are you guys able to understand this question, or is there any confusion in this? Okay, Harish. Pavitra, what do you want me to repeat? Are you talking about this question or the previous one? See, Pavitra, in the previous question, what I did is, if I take the smallest four prime numbers, that is 2, 3, 5 and 7, their product exceeds 100. Okay, so that implies that we cannot take four prime numbers. So we started working with three prime numbers after that. So the smallest three prime numbers are 2, 3 and 5. Okay, and in order to maximize the factors, what we are doing is we are raising the power of the smallest prime number. Okay, we worked with this since we want to find the minimum value of the number. Okay, and since we are interested in finding the minimum value, so I am raising the power of the smallest prime number. Because अगर आप 2 के प्लेस में 3 का पावर रेज करते हो तो फैक्टर्स तो दोनों केसेस में सेम है, बट दिस नंबर वुड बी मोर देन दिस. And if I take it this, then this exceeds 100. So that is why we cannot have 2 cube. So this is the only possibility. The value is 60 and the number of factors is 12. Is this clear now, Pavitra? Ankit, I don't think answer is 14, so please check. Okay, so let's discuss this since I have not got any answers. See, this is a bit difficult question, you can say. This multiplication is done in base k. So, see, this is in base k. So, if I convert this into base 10, so what I'll get is 5 plus 3k. This is how we do the conversion. Okay, if we have a number 8 to 1 in base 9, so it is 1 plus 2 into 9 plus 8 into 9 square. This is how we do conversion into base 10. Similarly, this 45 is in base k, so it can be written as 4 into k plus 5. And this 3031 is also in base k, so it is 3 into k cube plus 0 times k square plus 3 into k plus 1, that is 3k cube plus 3k plus 1. Now the product of these two is this much, so that means 3k plus 5 into 4k plus 5 is equal to 3k cube plus 3k plus 1. Is this much clear to everyone? Okay, Harish, yes, you will definitely get a cubic equation, a difficult one. Okay, but now I don't need to solve this cubic equation. I will solve this logically. See, we know if we have a number, a 3-digit number in some base x, so can we say if this number exists in base x, so that means x is either 6 or more than 6. Because if digit 5 exists, so base has to be more than this digit. So the minimum value of the base is 6, or it can be more than 6 also. Okay, because such a number is not possible. If we write this, so this is not a possible number. If base is 5, so in base 5 only these digits exist. So similarly, if digit 5 is there, so that means base has to be more than 5. So from here, we can see that 0, 1 and 2 are the digits. So that means this base has to be more than 2. So that means the values of k by 2 can be this, anything this. Okay, it cannot be less than 3. Okay, so can we say the minimum value that k can take is 6, or it can be 7, 8, but this is the minimum. So see, what if we get a cubic equation, what we do is we put some value of the variables and check. Okay, so similarly we know that k cannot be less than 6, so the minimum possibility is 6. So if we put 6 you can try this. So if I put k as 6, so this is 18 plus 5, that is 23. This is 24 plus 5, that is 29. And this is 6 cube, that is 216 into 3, that is 648 plus 18 plus 1. So you can find this and you will see that these two values are equal. So if they are equal, that means k is 6. Okay, so that means this number is nothing but 120 in base 3. So I need to find this value, which is 1 into 3 square plus 2 into 3 plus 0, which is 15. Just go through this, take 30-40 seconds, and if you have some doubt, please ask. See, if we solve a cubic equation, normally we put values as 0, 1, 2, -1, -2. We don't go till 6. So if I start solving this cubic equation by putting some values, so it is very this unlikely that we will be able to solve this. So we are using the concept of the base, that if there is a number 120 in base k by 2, so k has to be more than or equal to 6. So that is why we are starting with 6. Okay, Priya, I am explaining the last step again. Yes, I use definitely very tricky and a bit logical, conceptual as well. See, generally, I think normally the students what do here is they ignore this and they start solving this. Then you will find very difficult to solve this. See, Priya, the last step that we are saying is after this, what we are saying, if there is a number 120 in base k by 2, so that means k by 2 has to be greater than 2. So k by 2 can be either 3 or 4 or 5 and so on. So the minimum value that k by 2 can take is 3. So I am starting with this. I am putting k as 6 in this equation, and this is what I am getting after putting k as 6 here. Okay, and these two values, since they are coming out to be equal, so that means this is an acceptable value of k. So that means k by 2 is 3. So this is in base 3. We want answer in decimal. So I am converting 120 in base 3 to base 10. Is this clear now, Priya? See, you can definitely say that it is one of the more logical or a bit difficult question. Okay, definitely should not be attempted in the first go. Okay, so now I am moving to the next question. I hope Gayatri you have understood this. Answer is not 13, it is 15. Okay, try this. Okay, Ankit, okay. See, you need to be very careful. If you have solved this correctly and still answering incorrectly, so this is a, you can say, a cardinal mistake. We cannot afford to do such things. But otherwise, well done, Ankit. Huh? Ashik, I think you have not attended the basic classes. See, Ashik, this session is for those who are writing CAT in the next 20 days. So, अगर आप ऐसे पूछ रहे हो व्हाट इज बेस 6, तो आई थिंक आपने बेसिक क्लासेस मिस किया है. तो see, the maths that we study in school colleges is in base 10. Base 10 is the standard base. Base is the number of different digits available in the system. So the digits that we use are from 0 to 9. We have 10 different digits. So that is why it is base 10. Binary system आपने पढ़ा होगा. In binary we use digits 0 and 1 only. So since there are two digits 0 and 1, so it is binary, that is base 2. Okay, Ayush, please check your answer. I don't think it is 72. Okay, so let's discuss this. Okay, Harish. Harish, I think you are missing the point given in the brackets. You have to express the answer in base 6. Otherwise, I think you have done it correctly. Good, Pavitra. You are also doing the same mistake. Okay, you have to express your answer in base 6. So it is, I think, 100. Okay, I hope you guys know this, that if I have a number 6 raised to the power 5 in base 10, so if I convert this into base 6, I will get this. That means जो 6 का power है, base 6 में convert करने पे you will get those many trailing zeros. Okay. So if there is a number, for example, 9 raised to the power 6, if I convert this number into base 9, so I will get this. Okay, so I hope all of you are aware of this concept. Whatever is the power of 9 here, if I convert this into base 9, then I'll have the same power of 10. That means I'll have the same number of trailing zeros. Okay. So in 80 factorial, we can find the power of 3, since it is base 6, that is 3 into 2. So if I find the power of 3, so it is 26 plus 8 plus 2. So this is 36. So since in 80 factorial, the power of 3 is 36. So that means power of 6 is also 36. Okay. So if I convert a number which is of this form into base 6, so what I'll get is this. Okay. So that means we have 36 trailing zeros in the end. Okay, we have 36 trailing zeros. Okay, so these 36 is the counting we are doing in base 10, but I need to answer the question in base 6. So if I say there are 8 trailing zeros, so 8 trailing zeros means how many trailing zeros in base 6? It is 12. I can do this conversion. Similarly, 36 zeros in base 10 is same as 100 zeros in base 6. You have to give your answer in base 6. That means these trailing zeros, which is 36, should be answered in base 6. So we have 100 trailing zeros if I answer in base 6. Is this clear, guys? See, I'm telling you guys again and again, पहले भी सेशन में बोला था, you need to be very careful while reading the question. The two advantages that we get by reading the question carefully is I never miss any point. Okay, so that means the chances of doing silly errors get minimized. And second thing is by reading the question carefully, I am able to understand the question better, and there are high chances that I am able to solve the question in less time also. ओके सो यू शुड नेवर बी इन हरी वाइल रीडिंग द क्वेश्चन. अगर आप मतलब केयरफुली आराम से क्वेश्चन पढ़ोगे तो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आप सही करोगे क्वेश्चन, और कम टाइम में भी कर सकते हो, क्योंकि आप उसको फिर कन्वेंशनल मेथड से नहीं, हो सकता है लॉजिकली भी कर पाओ. यस आयुष, बेस थोड़ा सा ऐसा टॉपिक है कि जनरली वी डोंट गिव मच इंपॉर्टेंस. ओके, और कैट में अगर आप देखोगे तो इट इज नॉट अ वेरी रेगुलर टॉपिक, बट क्वेश्चंस अगर आप देखो तो हर 2 साल में आते रहते हैं क्वेश्चन. इट इज नॉट वेरी रेयर ऑल्सो, एंड जनरली जो आता है तो वो लॉजिकल एप्लीकेशन ही आता है, कन्वर्जन तो कभी पूछते नहीं कैट में. ओके, सो आई एम मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नाउ. दिस इज एन इजी क्वेश्चन, but you need to be careful in this. There are high chances of doing some silly errors in this question, so please be careful in this question. Fifth question. Okay, okay, Priya, please check your answer, Priya, again. See, the only thing which makes this question a bit challenging is so many conditions are given. If I miss one of the condition, I may get end up getting a incorrect answer. So please be careful with all the conditions that are given in this. 2-digit numbers, even numbers, less than 30, 4 factors, A greater than B. See, this is a typical CAT question. Okay, so there are high chances that if you miss one of the condition, or if you ignore one of the question, you may get end up getting an incorrect answer. But an easy question, if I am careful, I can do this easily. 2-digit even natural numbers. Okay, having 4 factors less than 30. So we know for a number to have 4 factors, either it should be product of 2 prime factors, or it is cube of a prime number. Product of 2 prime numbers or cube of a prime number. Okay, there are two possibilities. So if I look at cube of a prime number, so we have 2 cube, then we have 3 cube. This is not even and this is not 2 digit. So that means no such number in this case. Product of two prime numbers, so we have 2 into 5, 2 into 7, 2 into 11, 2 into 30. Okay, even is, so I need to include 2. So can we say there are only 4 such numbers which satisfy these conditions? The numbers are 10, 14, 22, 26. Only 4 such numbers. So maximum value of A by B, and it is given A is greater than B. So maximum is 26 by 10. Minimum is, again A we have to take bigger than B. So this is the minimum. Okay, so difference of these two is required, and it is very good, Ayush. It is 1.42, second option. I hope this is clear now. So I'm moving to the next question. Okay. Okay, try this one. Okay, Pavitra and Ayush, please check your answers. Surya Prakash, please check your answer. Okay, I am discussing this question now. The answer is D option. It is both B and C. Okay, so let's discuss this. See, if I say this is the amount that he was supposed to get. Okay, this is the amount he was supposed to get, and this is what he actually got. So now, according to the given condition, after buying a toffee for this, Harish noticed that she was left with exactly 3 times as much as the amount on the check. So 100y plus x minus 50. This is the amount left, and this is 3 times of the initial amount. That means 3 times of 100x plus 1. This is the equation. So this is 300x, and here we have x, so it is 299x. Then here we have 3y and 100y, so minus 97y. Okay, minus plus 50 is 0. So that means 97y is this, or y is this. Okay, we have divided this value by 97. Now we know x and y are integers, so that means this thing should be divisible by 97. That means 8x plus 50 should be a multiple of 97. Okay, let us say it is 97m. So from here, what we can write is 97m minus 50 should be divisible by 8, or 12m minus 6 plus m minus 2 should be divisible by 8. Is this much clear? We are just solving the equation that we are getting. So that means m minus 2 should be a multiple of 8. So the smallest such value is m, take m as 2. Okay, Harish, I am explaining this again. See, this is the amount that he got by mistake, and this is what he uh, was intending to get. Okay, and from this amount that he got, after spending 50 paisa, he is left with 3 times the amount that he was intending to get. Okay, 3 times the amount that he was uh, he was trying to withdraw. So solving this equation, I get this. Now I have divided this by 97. So this 299 is 3 times divisible, completely divisible, and this is the remainder 8x plus 50 by 97. Now we know x and y needs to be integers. So this thing, the numerator has to be divisible by 97. So I have written this 8x plus 50 as a multiple of 97. So from here I have written x in terms of m. I have divided 97 by 8, which is 12 times divisible, and 1 is left. That is 12m into 8 plus m is 97. And similarly 50 we have written as 6 into 8 plus 2. So if I put m as 2, so can we say this part would be divisible by 8? So put m as 2 here. So you will get the value of x. 97 into 2 minus 50 by 8 is x. So this is how much? 194, 144 by 8. So which is 18. So it is 18 and I'll get some value for y. So it has to be more than 18 but less than 19. Y cannot be more than 100 since it is a paisa. Okay, if I put the value of x there, I'll get the value of y and it has to be less than this 100. So more than 18 but less than 19. Okay guys, with this I end this. Okay, though we have not done many questions, but I think the quality of questions was good. Okay, or try this one, the last question. This is a easier question. The last question for the day. Harish, please check your answer. No, Ayush, please check your answer. See, number of ways of writing n as product of two numbers is equal to number of factors by 2. So in this case it is 60. Now number of ways of writing n as a product of an odd number and an even number is equal to number of odd factors of n, which is 20. So as product of two even numbers is 40. Is this clear guys? So answer is 40. That is 60 minus 20. I cannot write n as product of two odd numbers, so it is 40. Okay, about me, I think I have this. I'm Anurag Agarwal. Okay, and I've been training students for CAT from last 15 years, and I've been getting a good percentile in QA and this DI section consistently. This is about the new course. Okay, the batch has started today only, as I told you, 9th November. This is the third batch. Okay, one more batch has started today. It is for TISNAT, CMAT, MAT, and Maharashtra CAT, exclusively for this. And this is about the pool of faculty members that we have. Now, this is about the green card. Okay, for rupees triple nine, you can avail all the new pattern mock and sectional test only for rupees triple nine. It includes the new pattern mocks for CAT, okay, and as well as online mocks for these exams as well. All the mocks are included. Okay, all the best, guys. Thank you, Ayush. Thank you, Harish. Okay, good night, everyone. Goodbye and take care. Thank you, Subhakanta. Thank you, Pavitra. Thank you, Ashik.